This is AFTV VIP, the official web app with members-only content, has no ads and a live in-game match center. The bias predictor, it has daily polls and the AFTV 11 selector. Just one click away.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Sponsored today by AFTV Picks. Don't forget, go to the app, AFTV.mobi. The link is in the description, and you can click through to the app. You can get loads of content that you can't get on YouTube. You can enter AFTV Picks, where you got a chance to win £1,000 this week. Listen, we're just into a brand new year, man. Money's a bit low. Chance to win that. It's absolutely free to enter, as long as you're over 18. All right, so get involved in that. And also remember, on the Mobi as well, you've got the things like the team selector, and it's going to be really interesting to see what the team is going to be for this weekend's game against Newcastle. I'm really intrigued to know, will Thomas Partey be in that team? He's back in full training now, so that's really, really good news. Back in full training, so he could get a run out in that game, and I'm really excited to see him come into the team. Since we signed him, we've not really seen much of him, have we? Because he's been injured. A guy is never ever injured, right? Those are the things about signings. But talking about signings today, of course, the big news yesterday was all about Mesut Ozil and where is he going to end up. It's looking like Fenerbahce. There's still no definitive place where he's ending up yet. They've not said definitely, but it does look like he will be announced as going to either Fenerbahce or DC United. They're the other club over there in the MLS. They had this great offer where they're helping him with his brand as well, and they'll allow him to sell his coffee in the stadium. But it does look like finally Mesut Ozil is going to be leaving. And we did a show on it last night. Are you sad or glad that he's leaving? We also put it on the app as well, AFTV.mobi. 61% of you said that you'll be sad to see him leave. 39% said glad. So the majority of people sad to see him go. It is sad that he's not going to get a proper send-off, but he will be off the wage bill. And that's going to be really, really significant to Arsenal. I was looking at a story that said that, you know, there was a lot of senior players that, you know, behind the scenes, and a lot of players that are actually glad that he's going, you know, which again is very interesting. There's what Liam Brady said the other day, which was pretty scathing about Mesut Ozil. And obviously Liam Brady, as a club legend and still an ambassador at the club, will know a few things behind the scenes. We're never going to know the full story. There's so many things that seems to have gone on, but I feel this is the best move for both parties. Mesut Ozil, go to somewhere where you're going to be loved again, not just by the fans, but by the owners and the hierarchy, and you get to play and enjoy your football again because he's still talented. And Arsenal, free up all those wages, but use it. Use it to get someone in. Now, as I said yesterday, who will that person be? Will it be Julian Brandt? He's still being heavily linked with a move to Arsenal, Julian Brandt, the 24-year-old. Again, mixed stories on this. One, that Dortmund are willing to let him go for £22.5 million. Excuse me. And the other one, the other rumor is that they'd be willing to let him go on a season-long loan. Now, the season-long loan one, again, that'd be a no-brainer for me. It looks to me like Arsenal are looking to move for a loan move, but a season-long loan for Julian Brandt, you know, would be a no-brainer for me. But that's if Dortmund would be willing to let him go. And then I suppose you've got the thing that if he then came and he was brilliant, they might just say, all right, send him back. You know, that's the only thing about a loan. But short term, if Ozil's going, we got Smith Rowe. We've seen the difference. Even Ozil said it the other day that a number 10 makes. So, yeah, let's get a number 10. And even if it's on loan, you know, and then we got Smith Rowe and a Brandt or somebody like that. It'd be perfect. Of course, the one that we'd like to get is Buendia, but starting to look less and less likely unless he forces a move. And he's been making sounds like as if he's looking to stay at Norwich. So again, that might be one that we don't see till the summer. He's said to be the #1 target for the Arsenal board, Buendia, but it's certainly not looking like at this moment in time, and things can change, that will get done. So who is going to replace Ozil as that number? Even though Ozil ain't been playing, but we still need a replacement for him. And if all those wages are freed up, there's money to do it. I spoke about yesterday, Julian Draxler yesterday. What do you guys think? Would you take Julian Draxler on loan from now till the end of the season? He's not really a classic number 10, is he? He's more of a wide player. I guess the thing is now, this sort of number 10 position that's been spoken about isn't just playing in behind, you know, the strikers. It's also being able to play out wide, you know, on either side, float around, you know what I mean? And also have the energy to recover and get back and help out. But if this was the case and he was available on loan, would you be up for that? Would you be up for a move to bring in Julian Draxler? Would love to hear from you guys on that one. By the way, it was really interesting to see yesterday that one of our players who've departed us playing. You know, it's so unusual to see him playing because we haven't seen him play for so long, and that's William Saliba. Saliba straight in at Nice. That was a very interesting thing. You know, he couldn't buy a game at Arsenal, couldn't get a game in the Carabao Cup, couldn't get a game in the Europa League, couldn't get a game. And moves to Nice and immediately plays a full 90 minutes. And they actually lost the game to Brest. There's some poor defending in that game by Nice. Although Saliba had a steady game. You know, I mean, when you consider he hasn't played for a long time, he had a steady enough game. And the Nice coach, you know, speaking very enthusiastically about the fact that they've got William Saliba. They're clearly looking on him as one of the top young right-back talents around at the moment. But, as we know, couldn't get into the Arsenal team. Has got out there to develop, and it's good to know that he's straight in and getting game time, because that's what the whole purpose of the loan is. Send him out and get him game time. Also, very interesting yesterday, Arsenal made their first signing of the January transfer window, and that's this guy here. His name is Omar Rekic. He's 19, and he is a centre-back as well. So another centre-back. And another right-sided centre-back as well, which is really interesting, which is Saliba plays on the right-hand side. And it's now another right-sided centre-back. He can also play as a defensive midfielder as well. Pretty versatile player. He's joined from Hertha Berlin for £540,000. So, you know, next to nothing really. You know, when it comes to transfer terms. He's going to go straight into the under-23s. Now, Arsenal were trying to sign him last summer, but wasn't able to get the deal done. It looks like Mikel Arteta knows about him. He was previously at Manchester City's academy, and he's said to be a top prospect. Could he be good enough to maybe make an appearance beyond that from now to the end of the season, the under-23s? We'll have to wait and see, but he has signed. He was spotted at Arsenal's training ground yesterday, has done his medical and has signed. So that is actually Arsenal's first signing for the January transfer window. I guess, listen, we're all waiting for that signing. It's going to come straight into the first team. And also yesterday, Macey, after being at the club for 10 years he's been here, 26 now. Excuse me. It just shows you how difficult it is for a goalkeeper. He's been here for 10 years and he's only ever made 2 first-team appearances. He's now gone on loan until the end of the season to Hibernian. His contract is actually up at the end of the season. So when that contract's up, he can go wherever he wants. So he can either stay at Hibernian or he can try and get a move to whatever club he wants, but at least he'll be playing. At least he'll be getting paid, I guess, as well. Well, he was getting paid at Arsenal. but he's gone on loan for the rest of the season to Hibernian. So Macey is out. That leaves Runarsson as the second goalkeeper. Surely then that means that Arsenal are going to go back into the market and try and get a goalkeeper, because, you know, I don't want to keep putting the kid down. But as I said, you know, the appearances I've seen from Runarsson since he's come in, and I'm not just talking about the, you know, the horror show he had against Man City in the Carabao Cup. I'm talking about just in general, the games he played in the Europa League. He looked very, very shaky. You know, he's known for his playing out from the back. He looked very shaky in that. Doesn't look confident enough yet to play at Arsenal. And it could be interesting this weekend to see who's in goal. I think that will tell us everything. Who's going to be in goal for that FA Cup game? Because I think it's a game that Mikel Arteta really wants to win. I think he, you know, obviously we're the defending champions of the FA Cup, and he would like to continue that on. But will he put Runarsson, third choice Iceland goalkeeper, in between those sticks? You know, I was doing a preview with the Newcastle channel, and they were saying to me that, you know, Andy Carroll might play, right? Because, you know, he scored last weekend, that Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll up against Runarsson fills me with a lot of fear at this moment in time. Runarsson's not the biggest of keepers. Andy Carroll. We need to get a backup goalkeeper. I've not really heard any sounds coming out of Arsenal about that. Maybe they're looking to keep faith in Runarsson. I think we'll get a good idea this weekend what that faith is like. If he's in goal, then obviously maybe they're looking for him to be the long-term number 2. If he's not in goal and say Leno starts, that shows me that they know they need a number 2. So I think it's going to be really interesting to watch that this weekend. But as I said, Runarsson up against Andy Carroll. Yeah. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget, every day we are here with Transfer Daily. We also are here in the evening when we go live. So if you want to get involved live, get involved with us tonight. We'll be on live around about 7 o'clock. But thanks for watching the show, and we will be back tomorrow. And also, don't forget, download the AFTV.mobi and get involved in AFTV Picks.
This is AFTV VIP, the official web app with members-only content, has no ads and a live in-game match center. The bias predictor, it has daily polls, and the AFTV 11 selector. Just one click away.